Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Hatha Yoga tonight. My name is Desi. We've got about a 45-minute class planned for tonight. So it'll be great to have a mat. Lots of options to use our blocks tonight, so I would recommend having those nearby or something similar, something that resembles that shape, just so we can bring the earth up to us. So once you're ready, we're actually going to start on the back today. So we can make our way all the way to our lying down position. Nice and easy. And when you get there, the knees can stay bent or they can extend out long, whatever you prefer. We'll start by bringing one hand to the chest and one hand to the belly. Settling in, feeling the breath as it moves through the chest, down into the belly. Connecting to this stillness here. Maybe it's the first time we've been able to slow down all day. And as we're getting settled here, I'll offer an invitation for tonight, for our theme, to consider the mantra, "It's okay to not know." We often feel a lot of pressure to have all the answers, to know what's next, or know what to do. And seeing if it resonates with you, to give yourself some grace and just say, it's okay to not know what's next. Using that as we move through our yoga practice tonight, just letting the body tell you what you need, and it's okay if we don't know. And maybe we start to deepen the breath here, extending that exhale just a little bit longer, letting all of the air come out as we feel the belly release. Take 2 more rounds of breath. And then if the legs were extended long, we'll start to draw them up so that we can press the feet into the earth. And we'll bring the hands down by our sides, palms pressing down. Just taking a moment to adjust the hips here, the shoulders. Maybe lift and lower the toes. We'll begin to press into the palms, and as we inhale, we'll lift the hips up. Gentle bridge here. Exhale, release, feeling the spine roll down. Moving here again, inhale, we lift. Exhale to release. One more like this. And then we can stay here, or maybe we start to involve the arms. So next time as we inhale to lift, arms also lift until they come all the way behind us. And then we exhale, hips and hands coming back down. 2 more, just like that. One more time. And exhale to release. From here, we'll bring the knees in toward the chest. Feeling free to stay here or take some gentle circles. And we'll release the feet one more time. Hands can press into the earth or come to the ribs. We'll lift the hips one more time, but this time, just start to draw some circles. So instead of lifting up and down, we're just moving here, letting the hips guide the movement. And then we switch. If we're circling, just trying to move the opposite way. One more time. And then we release. Nice job. Let's take the left ankle. We'll cross it over the right. We can stay here just using the left hand to press into that thigh, opening through the hip. Or we can press off, interlacing the hands behind that thigh, pulling the knee toward the body. Reclined pigeon. Breathing here. Maybe you straighten that bent leg, extending through the hamstring, pointing and flexing the foot. And then we can rebend and gently release. Let's keep that cross going. So just crossing in the same direction. So now the legs are crossed like you're sitting in a chair. And one more time, we'll lift up now, pulling the knees toward the body. And this time we'll reach for the outer edges of the feet and pull the feet away from you so that the knees are coming toward you. We're pulling the feet out, feeling this deep, deep stretch through the hips. And we'll gently release. We can uncross, moving to the other side, right ankle over left thigh. We can stay here just pressing in, or we lift off, finding our reclined pigeon here on this side. Feeling supported by the earth, feeling the entirety of the back, pressing down into the mat. And we'll gently release that left foot down. Keep the right leg crossing over. So we're sitting in our chair again. We'll gently press off from the foot one more time, bringing the knees toward you, reaching for the feet. You can also just hold on to the thigh or the shins, if that feels more accessible. And then we want to pull the feet away as we pull the knees in. And let's gently release, unravel here. And now we'll let the legs open wide, soles of the feet coming together. Taking a few breaths here to just feel the weight of gravity, pulling the legs down. And then we'll gently bring the hands back down to the sides, pressing into the palms, pressing the soles of the feet together, returning to our bridge, but this time with the legs wide. We'll inhale, press the hips up, keeping the knees wide. Exhale, we release. 2 more like that. And we can stay here. Maybe now we add the arms for our last 3. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, back down. 2 more. And last time. Nice. We can close the legs, knees to the chest. Nice big hug. 1 more time. Maybe we move side to side. And then we're going to rock along the spine, making our way up to our seat. So hands can come behind the thighs, just gently coming up and down as many times as you'd like. And then we're going to try to balance right on that tailbone, finding our boat pose here. And we can stay, or maybe we extend the arms out long. We can always bring the heels to the earth. And then if you'd like, we'll bring the hands to the chest. We'll just reach one arm behind and tap back to center. Tap. Let's do that 2 more times. Tap. And 1 more. Each way. Nice. And we'll hold. Maybe the legs extend for 1 breath. And then we can release. Swinging the legs around now, making our way to hands and knees. Feeling free to use a blanket under those knees to support you. Spreading wide through the fingertips. Moving into our cat-cow. Inhale, belly hangs. Exhale, spine rounds. Continuing here with your breath. Let's do 1 more, and then we'll return to our neutral spine. Lifting the left knee up and just starting to draw some circles with that left knee. So keeping it bent, just drawing circles in one direction. And then switch. One more circle this way. And then release right to the right leg. Hip circles, drawing it with the knee. Nice. And go ahead and switch directions. And release. Nice job. Let's lift the left arm up toward the sky. Exhale, weave it under. Releasing, head down. Pressing that right palm into the earth. Maybe it comes to the low back or wraps around. And on your next exhale, gently pressing back up through center. Planting the left palm now. Inhale, we lift the right arm. Exhale, we weave it under. Left palm pressing into the earth, or it can come around. One more breath here. And on your exhale, we'll gently press back up, returning to all fours. Lifting the left leg, and we'll gently just step it between the hands, finding our low lunge. You might walk the right knee back, feeling free to bring your blocks into your practice now to support you, pressing the hips forward. And then we'll gently curl the back toes under. We'll lift the back knee. Maybe you bring the foot in a bit if you need to. On your next inhale, we'll rise up, high lunge. Heel is lifted on that back foot. On your next exhale, we'll gently rotate the back foot to plant it down, straighten through the front leg. Arms come to a T. We'll press the hips back. Exhale, gently release fingertips to your block or the earth, finding our triangle pose here. Just breathing. On your next inhale, we'll start to bend through the front knee, rising up, warrior two. Fingertips extending, nice and strong here. Maybe the eyes close as we feel this grounding. Inhale, we'll straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle. Exhale, we'll push the hips back once again, returning back down to your triangle pose. Option to stay here, or maybe the right arm comes down to block or the earth, and we lift left arm up, revolve triangle. Exhale, we release that hand, bend through the front knee, rotate back onto the ball of that back foot, step it forward, forward fold. Inhale, we'll lift halfway, link through the spine. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, hips back, bend through the knees, chair pose. Exhale, rise tall, mountain. Stay here, or maybe we return one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. Finding these moments of stillness and calm amongst all the movement. Next inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll plant through the hands. This time step the left foot back, lower that back knee. Finding your low lunge on this side, you can bring the blocks back. Walk that back knee a couple inches back, pressing the hips forward. And when you feel ready, we'll curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. Maybe that foot steps up just a bit so that we can inhale to rise to our high lunge. Feeling grounded here, working hard through the legs. Next inhale, we'll rotate to plant the back foot, straighten through the front leg, arms to a T. We'll push the hips back, gently coming down triangle pose, hand to block or the earth. Feeling that lengthening through the back of that front straightened leg. Expansiveness. Next inhale, we'll gently start to bend through the front knee. Rise up, arms stay extended, warrior two. Again, maybe the eyes close here as we feel stable. Next inhale, front leg straightens, reverse triangle, feeling this opening through the side body. Exhale, arms to a T, pressing the hips back, returning triangle pose. Option to stay here, or maybe left arm comes down, lifting the right arm up, revolve triangle. Lots of strength here. And exhale, we release. Rotate onto the ball of that back foot, rebending through the front leg. We'll step it together one more time, finding our forward fold. This time, let's grab opposite elbow, gently moving side to side. Next inhale, we'll roll up nice and slow, feeling the spine move one vertebrae at a time. Coming to rise tall. We might step the feet a little bit wider. I'm going to turn, but you can stay facing the front of your mat. Hands are by our sides. We're just going to start to bend gently through the knees and let the arms move freely side to side. Eyes can close here. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Just moving some of the energy in the body. Maybe you start to pick up the speed. Feeling this movement through the spine, but this stability, grounding in the feet. And then we'll start to slow it back down naturally until we come back. Opening the palms, feeling that energy. Continuing on from here, we'll inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, throw something away as you fold. Throw the arms behind you. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold and throw. Moving with your breath here. Feel free to make that exhale audible out through the mouth. Release something. Two more. And then we're going to fold all the way down, bringing the feet a little closer, lifting the heels, coming into a little ball, fingertips to the earth. Head can round, eyes can close. Feeling the rebound effect of those quick movements. Checking in with the breath and the body. And when you feel ready, we'll gently press into the fingertips, let the heels come down, coming back to our forward fold. Feeling free to pedal through the legs, bending one knee and then the other. On your next inhale, we'll rise to chair. Feet can be hip width or together. On your exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, we rise to chair. Hands come back, maybe heels lift. Exhale, we rise up to stand. We'll repeat that one more time, folding down. Taking a breath here. Inhale, we rise to chair, hips back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rising to chair, arms behind us, heels lift. Exhale, we rise up to stand. One more time, just moving with your breath, your body. I won't cue it. Trying out those options. And then we'll all meet back in that forward fold to release once again. And when you're ready, we'll step the right foot back this time, lower that right knee. And we're going to move front to back here. So going to our half splits to low lunge, just moving back and forth. Again, you can have those blocks nearby. Feeling that extension through the back of the leg and then through the front of that right quad and hip. All right. And when you're ready, if you do have one block, you might want to put it just in front of the top of your mat on either the middle or highest setting. We're going to curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, rotate to plant that back foot, right away rising to our warrior two. Finding our stability here, we can stay or option to press off from that back foot, finding the block, coming into our half moon, pressing through that flexed foot, arm is extended up high, hips are open. And then we'll come back down, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. And then we're going to repeat. So moving with your breath, inhale, warrior two. Exhale to half moon. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse triangle. Two more times. Warrior two to half moon to warrior two. Reverse triangle. Great work. One more. It's okay if you wobble. The ground is there. And then this time, we're going to return to half moon. We're going to hold for a couple breaths. So we've been moving in and out of it, and let's stay. Pressing through the heel of that foot. One more breath here. And on your exhale, that foot comes down, releasing to our forward fold. Nice work. Let's walk the feet back to our downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. Let's lift the right leg and step it through, lowering the left knee. We can grab for those blocks again, just moving fluidly here through your low lunge to your half splits. Nice job. Do about 1 or 2 more. We'll get ready for that sequence on the other side. Next time you come to your low lunge, maybe we plant that block right at the top of the mat. We'll curl the back toes under, press up from that knee. We'll rotate that back foot to press it down right away. Windmill the arms open, finding our warrior 2 here. And we won't stay here long. We can stay here, or if you'd like to go to the half moon variation, we'll press off that back foot, reach for that block, extend the arm up. And then we'll gently come back down, find our warrior 2, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. 2 more times. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale to half moon. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, reverse triangle. 1 more. We'll return to half moon to hold, taking 3 rounds of breath here. And on that third exhale, whenever you get there, gently releasing, foot to earth, forward fold. Great work. Let's walk the feet back to down dog once again. And once you're there, let's inhale to lift the heels. Exhale, then back toward the earth. 2 more. Inhale to lift. This time we'll come forward, lower the knees down, toes together, knees wide. Release into your child's pose. You can roll the forehead side to side, getting a nice massage. Coming back to our mantra, it's okay not to know. Considering the impact of this over our practice. And we'll gently press up, returning to down dog, curling the toes under. From here, we'll lift the left leg high, bend the left knee, bringing the left ankle toward the right wrist, planting that right knee down. We're coming into our pigeon pose. So pressing into the back leg, that top foot pressing down. You can always use a block or blanket under that lifted hip, that left side. You can stay lifted if this feels good, or maybe we just walk it down. Forearms to the earth, maybe forehead releases to the earth or to a block. And if this doesn't feel right, you can repeat that pigeon we did in the beginning of class on the back, where you cross the knee over the thigh. Taking a few more breaths here. And if we had any blocks we were using, let's move them to the side, pressing up into the hands, curling the back toes, returning 3-leg dog, and release on the exhale. Let's inhale, lift that right leg up, bend through the knee, bringing that right ankle toward the left wrist. Can adjust with the hands, walking that left leg back. You can see a little better on this side, but you can always use something under that hip here if it's lifted real high so that you can feel supported. Option to stay up tall, or we can walk it down. Finding our sleeping pigeon, getting a generous opening through the hip, the glute of this front leg. On your next exhale, we'll gently rise up, and this time we'll let ourselves come onto that right side so that we can rise up. We'll just swing the legs around. We'll open them wide now from here, pressing into the heels, using the fingertips in front. Just feeling the chest rise up tall. And if you'd like, you can start to walk it forward. Once again, you can grab for a block. Sometimes it's nice to rest the forehead, especially as we're nearing the end of class. Working to restore the body. We don't need to push or force anything. Starting to deepen the breath once again. On your next exhale, we'll gently start to rise back up. You can move any blocks we might be using out of the way. Bringing the legs together now, making our way all the way to our back. Moving into our Shavasana. So if you know you'd like another position rather than the back, you can go there now. Or we might extend the legs, letting them open to the side, opening the palms toward the sky. Using any supportive props, blankets, pillows, socks. As we start to let the eyes close, settling in for our rest. Considering if there's any way to bring our mantra off the mat with you into the rest of your day or your week. Just always reminding ourselves that it's okay not to know. Then releasing, melting into the earth, taking your time. I'll call us back together in a few minutes, finding peace in your rest. Starting to invite movement, awareness back into the body, knowing you can stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you're ready to end your practice, I'll invite you to bring the knees up, coming to one side, pressing yourself up to your seat. Eyes can stay closed if that feels comfortable. And when you arrive, we'll bring the palms together right at the heart, bringing together the mind, the body, thanking ourselves for taking this time for our practice. Gentle bow of the head toward the hands, body to the earth. The light in me honors and acknowledges the light in each of you. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your practice with me tonight. There's no classes next Thursday, so I won't see you next week, but we'll be back one more time in May before we move to our summer schedule. So I hope to see you in 2 weeks, and then we'll be back for a new schedule starting in June. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.